Trump had his way here at the United Nations. A US resolution on Ukraine was passed by the Security Council with 10 votes in favour, 0 against and 5 abstentions. Neither France or the UK used their vetoes, despite the fact that this resolution did not condemn Russian aggression or the invasion or call for Ukraine's territorial integrity to be guaranteed. The US resolution is extremely short, just 3 paragraphs. It mourns the loss of life on both sides and calls for a swift end to the conflict. Acting US Ambassador to the United Nations, Dorothy Shea, said that the resolution is not a peace deal, but that it represents the path to peace under what she called the bold leadership of Trump to vanquish the scourge of war. Well, European powers were very unhappy about this resolution. They called for an amendment to make it clear that Russia chose to launch a war of aggression against a sovereign state. But the British and the French ambassadors said that any peace must respect the UN Charter, but their amendment effort failed. The Trump administration will wave around this Security Council resolution as proof that it has made the first step towards brokering peace in Ukraine. But what kind of peace? Peace at what cost? That is the question that many, in particular the Europeans, are asking here at the UN. Certainly the Russians are happy about their apparent rapprochement with Trump. The resolution mentioned the losses in the war, but the Russian ambassador was not keen on talking about how many Russian soldiers have died in this war. Earlier on in the day, the Europeans and the Ukrainians did win a small victory in the General Assembly, where it was clear that the majority of member states support Ukraine and condemn Russian aggression. They want peace, but a just peace, not one only on Russian terms. But right afterwards, the acting US ambassador was seen talking to Security Council members, Panama, Somalia, Slovenia, and then the US failed to have their way in the GA, but managed to push through this resolution in the Security Council, despite the fact that it was unpalatable for most member states here at the United Nations. And the Europeans did nothing to block it. None of this bodes well for Ukraine.